hope you're having a great day. Today I'm really excited to talk about my experience seeing Young the Giant for the first time on January 29th at the Flynn main stage here in Vermont. It was the first concert I went to Vermont, and it was amazing, and it was a dream come true for me because I wanted to see Young the Giant for so long now. So here's the ticket. As you can see, it's Young the Giant and Sure Sure. And then also when I was there, I bought the album Mirror Master. So here's what it looks like. And then here's the inside. The songs on it are Superposition, Simplify, Call Me Back, Heat of the Summer, Oblivion, Darkest Shade of Blue, Brother's Keeper, Glory, Tightrope, Panoramic Girl, You and I, and Mirror Master. And the songs they played on the tour are Superposition, Call Me Back, Heat of the Summer, Oblivion, Tightrope, and Panoramic Girl. So there's a ton of these new songs played on the tour, which is great. If you want an album review on this, comment it below and I definitely will do that. And also, do me a favor and please check out the video I did a while ago on the New Politics tour, and I talked about meeting New Politics and meeting their opening band, Bikini Show. That was also a really good time, so please watch that. So, starting off, I arrived at the venue with my friend. I'll call her Sandra to protect her identity. But when we entered the area, Sure Sure, their opening band was already playing. And so I didn't really know anything about the little Google search, and I saw that there were 4 guys from LA, which is really cool. But I really liked their music. It was really funky, and it was something I hadn't really heard before. And I just love when I see people that perform, and they're really free, and they love what they're doing, and they're really relaxed, and they have really good vibes with the band and good dynamics. And they had like really funny banter, and so they had really nice personalities. So like I said, they're from LA, and they said that they drove from LA to Vermont, so that's a crazy drive, because usually tours start in the really northeast part of the country, so that's why it started there. But I really enjoyed all the songs that they played, and I thought they were really cool, and I definitely want to listen to them more in the future. And so I have some clips of the songs that they played. 4. Yeah.
Last time I was out there, it wasn't warm, so I hope you guys are staying warm. We're gonna play some songs. It's Tuesday.
We're hearing Tuesday.
That seems to be the case. Anyway, yeah, we're really stoked to be here. We're gonna play a couple more songs for you. This next one is about when you go to the grocery store and you see a fine young man like Kevin in the trail mix aisle. He's got his beard. It's kind of glistening from the snow falling. And you're just sitting there wondering, he's like trying to decide what trail mix he wants. And you're just sitting there and you're like, what is this guy's life like? What is it like to be with this man? Is he a good chef? He's a good chef. I live with him. He makes a great lentil. Amazing. Anyway, so this next song is about like when you see someone that you've never seen before and suddenly like a whole universe opens and you just want to know what it's like. So we're gonna play the song now. If it still sounds weird after this try, we're gonna play the tuner, guys. Sounds pretty good. That's tuning. And this song is called What's It Like?
And then a little while later, Young Giant finally comes out, and I'm just kind of like in a state of shock. But they start with Oblivion, which was such a good opener. Like, it was such a good opening song because the energy was so good. And something you should know about the Mirror Master Tour is that you're gonna need these. So, what I mean by that is lights are a huge part of the show, and most of the time the lights are going directly into your eyes and flashing, and they're extremely bright. You don't need them, but it would have been nice to have sunglasses. I've never been to a concert that utilized light that much, and it was awesome because the lights were synced with the music, and it totally made the show. But it was so bright. So yeah, if you're sensitive to light, it's not a good one. So let me know if you've been to another Young the Giant tour, because I haven't. Is that a thing that they commonly do? Because I had never seen that before. But it was really cool. They had lights on the stage that lit up, and then they also had lights at the top of the stage, and they came down, and it was such a great show. So the first two songs were Oblivion and then Heat of the Summer.
Doesn't help. I'm paying all this hell and I want to go home.
They had these warm orange and red lights that went like perfectly with the song, and then Apartment was one of the older ones that came out with cough syrup, and everything was amazing, but that was definitely really, really memorable one. And they had, at the beginning of the concert, they had this big sheet that was covering the whole back of the stage, and it fell down, and there was something like a mirror, I'm not quite sure, and then they had an array of lights that was in the back. But I think the curtain fell down during Apartment, but how all the lights in the stage, it totally made the show. And usually when I watch a concert, the lights are just on the performers, but then the lights were on us. So I thought that was really cool. And then Titus Was Born was playing, and then Something to Believe In, which was really fun. Then Panoramic Girl, Art Exhibit, and then they played that song, acoustic.
'Cause I'm on my back again. Words we had to describe the same feeling. Now I thought of me.
They started talking about their web series they do called In the Open, which took me a while to get, but they play a bunch of their songs acoustic, which is really cool. And Sam Neill had a uke that he played with that song, so it was really cool. And then they also played Firelight, and everyone had their phones in the air, which was really cool. Then they also played America.
I was searching for something as I watched you go. I was sad when you said you never really wanted some. Were you looking for someone? As I watch you go, I am mad 'cause I don't know what you use me for. Always talking about one day in America. Throw my hands in the air.
It's a really good one. And then Cough Syrup. At this point of the concert, everything changed. Like, everyone that had been sleeping at the beginning, not literally, but everyone just woke up. Everyone came alive. Everyone was up, yelling all the lyrics. Everyone loved Cough Syrup, and there was actually some people that just came in and left just for Cough Syrup, which is like crazy to me. And also, there was a guy that was standing next to me at the concert, and he literally came for the first two songs and then left, which was like kind of weird. There's a lot. I've never been to a concert where there's like a bunch of people just leaving like in the middle of it, so that was strange. But yeah, some people left after Cough Syrup, which I really question. I really like Cough Syrup, but I actually like Mind Over Matter more. So before they got into Mind Over Matter, they were talking about their album and how far they've come. And so they were talking about what Mind Over Matter meant to them, and they're talking about how music gives them an opportunity to imagine something in their mind and then completely materialize it. And they're talking about what that album means. And Mind Over Matter is from my favorite album, personally. And so it made so much. It meant a lot to me to hear that live.
Don't change the subject. I'm heavy on your love. It's that train. New York City, can be different. You know you're on my mind.
playing that song, and I was getting like so emotional, the camera was shaking, and the friend who was next to me was like, I kind of like freaked her out because I was like, going. I was really excited. But yeah, I was just singing all the words, and that's definitely my favorite song by them, and that was so good. I'm glad they played it live. And also, other tours, I've seen that they played Anagram, so if you like heard that live, you're lucky because they didn't play that mine. And the girl standing behind me was like, oh man, like, I wish they'd play Anagram. I was just like, well, it's fine. And then, oh, also, in the middle of the concert, they were talking about how they started the band in 2009, and they're talking about how far they've come, and now they're not so young the giant. So I thought that was really funny. Also, the next song, and I think the most memorable song, their most memorable live performance was Nothing's Over, because all the members started dancing, well, except the drummer, and they had this like synchronized routine and formation, and Samir was playing the cowbells, and it was just like rainbow lights, and the energy was so good, and like everyone was dancing, and everyone was really good at dancing, but Samir was like, if he was at a club, he would like clear the dance floor, because like that's how good he is, and like I just love seeing people like be wild on stage, so that was really fun. And then they brought the energy down with Call Me Back. And then they left, which is kind of sad. The show felt a little short, but then they came back with an encore, and they played Superposition, which is one of their new songs.
Everything's falling into place, but the city's strong. In and out of your face, you are my dark star. I want you to want me, while we were sweet.
I really personally like that one, so that was really cool. And then Tightrope was another dancey one.
I don't know how I can get up to where I started. I prayed to war for peace of mind. What was it for? I'm dancing on a tightrope. The time to mess around.
That had really good energy. And Silver Tongue, which I really love that song.
Off your chest, open my mouth, all the dance falling out, make it lose control.
And then My Body, that was another moment when like everyone was hype. Everyone was jumping and shaking their head and singing and all that. It was like really good energy. And then they left, and that was the end of the show. It was amazing. I want to shout out all the members. Hyam on the bass, Francois on the drums. I am really kind of ashamed of myself that I didn't realize how good of a singer he was until I saw him live, and I'm just like, who is that amazing drummer with the amazing voice? So I should have realized like someone else was singing. I did, but I didn't look into who it was. So yeah, he was amazing. And then there's also Jacob and Eric in the band, and they were all amazing. Really high quality show, amazing show. So yeah, I wanted to see them for so long, and it was really great. I highly recommend that everyone goes. But yeah, it was a really good experience. They're extremely talented, and they've been on this tour road for a really long time, so that makes me even more grateful that I got to see them, because they're still doing what they do. So yeah, that was really cool. So continue to support Young the Giant. check them out. YouTube, Spotify, other social media. Also, sure, check them out too. I don't know a lot about them, but I might check them out. So yeah. If you want to talk about the tour, Young the Giant, anything, if you want to talk about the album, let me know in the comments. I think that's it. So thank you for watching, and remember, life's not out to get you.